Hey everyone, so this is the end of my day, almost midnight, but that's how the days go for me, because in the morning if I go to church, by the time that finishes and the rosary, then I come home and then I do apply for jobs. Then today I had to go out, I had to go get something from the grocery store, and I came back and I did some prayers. Then I changed my bedding. Then in the evening, after I took a shower, I had to do my laundry, put it in the washing machine, then in the dryer, fold it. And in between I had supper and I watched a little bit of the Olympics, the Winter Olympics. I like the skating. Oh, I like some of the skiing, but I tried both of them and I couldn't do them. The skating is very hard. When you go out onto that rink, there's a wind that blows. That's why, like, when they do those turns and all that, sometimes they fall, because there's a wind that's blowing on the skating rink as well. So it's very challenging. And I didn't have the balance to do that on those ice skates. And even the skiing, I didn't have the balance to get the skis to stop. But I do watch. I used to go to the Blue Mountain Lodge. There was a group of us that used to go. So when they went out, I used to just sit inside. They used to organize like a trip once during the winter when I was at Rosewell Gardens, and that's how I used to go. But excuse me, like with everything, you need money to go and do these things. So I don't do any of that anymore. I just do my dancing at home. But I'm hoping that I can start posting my dancing and use the music that's on YouTube. I don't know why they keep copywriting my things and saying, oh, people in this country claimed copyright, and if you keep posting this, you will be blocked. It's like, oh my God. Well, that's how you have to enter the competitions. How else are you going to enter? That's how people post. They post their dancing and their singing. Then Graceland can see it, or Michael Jackson's team. They even ask sometimes, like Andy Murray asks, he says, like, can you post? We'd like to see what you're doing. Graceland asks. Today, Michael Jackson's team asked. I mean, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm applying for lots of jobs in New York, and there's a lot of executive assistant jobs there. So I'm applying there. But now I'm tired. Oh, I watched that vigil for that shooting. Shame, it was very sad. Very, very sad. I watched that. And then, yeah, I put the rosary on while I'm doing my things around the house. I leave the rosary on because they have it at 5 o'clock every day. The Marians do the rosary and the Divine Mercy. So I put it on while I'm here at home. And it was good today. It wasn't too cold, so it was nice to go for a walk and come back. But yeah, I just hope I get a job soon, because I mean, you can't, every time your payments are behind, you have no money, you can't keep up with the things you have to do. It's hard. Plus, I've also got insurance I have to pay on this place. Because there's a swimming pool on the top, you have to take out insurance for water damage, in case there's water damage. So before, we never had a pool here, but then afterwards they built the pool. So, there's a lot of things, excuse me, to take care of. But I'm just grateful. At least I have my own little TV. I can sit in my own little place and watch the TV and control the channel. When you stay with people, it's very hard, because not everybody is considerate, and they'll want to watch what they want to watch, and then it's not your own place. So at least when I stayed with Anita and Stuart, we had common things, so we used to kind of like watching the same things, and I was at home with them. So it was okay. But yeah, even if you go and visit people, they change the channel to what they want because you're a guest in their house. So, it's very awkward. I just hope and pray I can stay here and I get a really good paying job, because rent is expensive in Toronto and things are going up by the day. Even milk is going up. Every day you go, the prices are astronomical. I bought, usually I buy the tinned lentils, the beans, but I bought the dried lentils instead, because you can just make like 3 or 4 tablespoons of that instead of buying a whole can of, like beans and things like that. So I use those. I try to buy things like that, pasta, things that are not going to go off. But when I was working, I had stocked up on like soaps and shampoo and all of that, and I'm so glad I did, because over this last 2 years I've used all of that, and with not working I can't buy anything extra and keep it, so I just have to buy what I need, and when it runs out then I have to go to the store and pick up another one. But I'm glad I bought all those soaps and shampoos, and I had bought like 3 bottles of shampoos. I bought at least 6 or 7 different soaps, and I had kept them. And then now I used all of that. Even all the tinned foods I had bought, I used all of that. And then my essential oils I have to keep extra, because with the changes in weather, the prices are going up of those as well. So I have to keep those because I use them for my health. But yeah, I was just giving thanks to God for that today. I was saying, oh God, it's so nice to be in my own place. And you can do what you want. You can watch the TV. You can watch the Olympics. Even at Rosewell Gardens, I didn't have a TV. So I used to go sit in that little library. And I used to lock the door. The security guards used to tell me, you can lock the door, nobody goes there. So I used to sit there and watch the Olympics, or I used to go into the billiards room and watch the summer and winter Olympics. It's so nice to have your own little TV. And after all these years, to have your own TV and to be able to be in your own place, it makes a world of difference for me. So anyway, I'm tired now. But yeah, I just pray that God will open up the right opportunity for me soon. I've done well considering all the challenges I've had to deal with. And also there was no support. Nobody opened doors for me. Nobody helped me to get jobs. So it becomes a numbers game. You have to just keep sending out resumes, contacting people, knocking on doors, going out, networking. It's very hard here. It's not like in England. At least in England I had Rose. And then Rose had taken me and introduced me to some agencies. But even then, like after those contracts finished, it became very, very hard for me. So it's not like in your own town or in your own country that you're born in, you know people. And people are willing to help you to see if they can get you a job. But with the way things are in Zimbabwe now, it's even harder than here. So I can't imagine how hard it is, because there's no jobs there. Now I think there's companies going back and opening up, but even then, if it's hard here and the unemployment is like 6% or 7%, imagine there, where it's like 98%. So I don't know. Anyway, I just hope that something comes up for me soon, and I'll be able to save some money, put some money aside for my pension, for retirement. I don't have that many years left. I mean, it's not that, maybe another 10 years or 12 years. It's not that long. So I really hope I get a good paid job and that things fall into place for me, because I worked hard to get my education, to study, to retrain, to meet Canadian standards. I've done everything it's possible for one person to do. And God has been good to me. When I think of this cold and how there's people sleeping rough and out in the cold and, they're sleeping on the benches, people are in shelters. God has been good to me, and He sent good people into my life, especially this time. At least this time people helped me. Last time nobody was willing to help me, and I was very, very scared. I was very frightened because nobody would take me in. And you think that if you've done good, if you've helped people, if you've been part of the community, you think that people would help you, but nobody was helping me and my mom. So that's why afterwards she also decided to get married, because Daryl was doing a lot for her, and it made sense. At least they can help each other and, be together. So I don't blame her. But yeah, it's hard here in Canada, especially with the weather. The weather's the big thing. But I did a lot for myself. I mean, I bought a nice winter clothing. I bought the new chair, and when I have a little bit of money, I look after myself and I take care of my place. So I don't know why people don't want to hire me and give me a good paid job. Even like with the sisters in America, the Sisters of Mercy, they have good paid jobs in the convent and all that. So I don't know why I can't get anything. It's very, very sad for me. And it's sad for my mother also, because every time I go in, I get a good job, I do well. Sometimes the jobs are rubbish jobs, but I still do well. I work my way up into management, and then they let me go. And then it's like, how many times do you have to keep starting over before somebody actually gives you a break? It's ridiculous. And even there's a cooking job at the church. I told him I don't want it. I told him. They came to ask me. And Margaret asked me. She organizes the rosary. And Gary asked me. He does the welcoming committee. I said to him, I'm not interested in that job. I'm looking for something in administration or with the sisters. Why can't the priests cook for themselves? We spiritual directors, we have to cook for ourselves. We have to clean our places. We have the same responsibilities as them. So I said, no, I don't want to cook for them. They let them cook for themselves. They all grew up in homes where their mothers cooked for them. They know how to cook. It will save them some money also. And then they can cook for themselves. Even here, you think I wouldn't like to have somebody to come help me to clean my place and all that? Of course I would. Nobody helps you. So I do everything myself. They should do it themselves, these priests. The Augustinians are good. When they come, they do everything. They help, they clean the church, they do everything. They should do it themselves. I don't want that job cleaning. I told them so many times, I want a job like Maria's got. Maria, who organizes the lectures and she organizes events and all that. And even she wants me to get that kind of job, not cleaning for them. I don't want. I had those jobs already, like at Regis and things. I don't want to do that for them anymore. Let them do it themselves. Women are also tired of it. Let the men do it. They got the strength. They can also do it. Anyway, that's the end of my day. I'm grateful to God I got a little TV. I have a nice couch to sit on now that's not broken. I have washer dryer inside my unit. I don't have to go sit with drunks and drug addicts and sit there waiting for my clothes and everything to dry. I can do it at my convenience while I'm cooking and cleaning and doing other things. So I have a lot to be grateful for. And Canada should be grateful to have me because I'm a responsible individual. And I'm not showing off. I'm just saying the truth. It's not right that they're making me sit at home and other people who cause problems, they're in good, high-powered, good-paying jobs. Anyway, by God's grace, I'm still here, So I hope he opens a good paid job for me. And I hope he doesn't give people any rest. I hope they're always thinking about me and saying, where can we put Belinda? Where's a good job? And a nice paying job with benefits and a pension. I prayed that today. I said, God, don't give them any rest until they get me into a good paid job. Because I've been faithful to you. So now you need to do this for me. Because it's not nice. It's not nice when it's going on over 2 years and you're in the same position and you don't have money in your bank account. It's very, very hard. Very hard. And then you have crooked police on top of that. Oh no. There must be some reason that God's allowing me to go through all this. Because I can tell you now, I never wasted my life. I helped others. I volunteered. I looked after my family. More than that, you can't expect one person to do. And I had to do it on my own. When I went to meet Mr. Volpe, I was very frightened. I was shaking. You think any of these people came with me? Not one of them. And you think like they know that, okay, Belinda's in hardship. We got big, big houses. She can come stay with us. Oh no, not even one of them offers. They say you can go on welfare. I'm like, hey, these people. Anyway, that's life, I guess. I wish my dad had lived a bit longer. There's my mother's wedding anniversary coming up. Then his death also, death anniversary. But my dad is watching what everybody's doing to me. I hope he haunts them in their sleep. Rubbish people.